Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree, and if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for clicking today's video. And if you like this video and if you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click the notification bell so you are notified of when I post new videos. So let's go ahead and get straight into today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to be a successful college student. I'm going to be giving 10 tips on how to be a successful college student. This is the first video of my college advice series here on my channel. I have always wanted to do a college advice series because I don't know, I like to give advice. I love to kind of use, what I went through in my personal experience and what I learned and what I should have done, and just I love to give people advice, especially if I feel like it's going to help them. I hope you enjoyed this video, so let's go ahead and get straight into the first tip. So tip number 1 on how to be a successful college student: organization is key. Organization is key. And you probably already heard this tip before, but it's really important. A lot of students are not organized. And when I say organization, I mean planner, calendar, a designated area for you to do your homework and study. I mean, if you know when someone is organized and someone who's not. Someone who's not organized is always forgetting something. They're not on top of assignments. They don't even know when the midterm is. I mean, come on. It's on the syllabus. I'll get to that. But organization is key to be a successful college student, because when you're organized, you're prepared. And when you're prepared, you're more likely better to perform better. So if and also you can prepare better. So if you're organized, you just know what to expect. You know what to expect in the class, you know what to expect for the week, you know what to expect for the month. And being organized is really just taking initiative to making sure you're on top of your assignments, on top of your studying schedule. And so organization is key to be a successful college student. Also, I forgot to mention I will be looking down at my phone because that's where I list all my notes. Build structures and routine to help you remember important deadlines. So college is really all about deadlines, assignments due, important dates, important events, important just everything. College is all about deadlines. It's all about, this is when something due, this is when another project is due, this is when an exam is due, this is when you have a presentation. So when you have a structure to your routine and you have a daily system, and where it helps you be reminded of when you have assignments, that is great. And so when I say routine or structure to help you remember important deadlines, I'm talking about task reminders, I'm talking about FAFSA, I'm talking about registering for classes, I'm talking about all the little college stuff that you need to know. Tip number 3 is to utilize campus resources. It's really important that college students utilize campus resources, especially if it's going to benefit you. Let's say you are struggling writing a paper, or maybe you are just not a good writer. I've been there. Maybe you suck at math and you need help with math. Maybe you're not so good in, let's say, calculus and you need some help, or maybe organic chemistry. There's so many resources on college campuses. Most colleges have a writing center, a math center, or a math tutor, or English tutors, and our chemistry tutors. So most colleges have a tutoring center, and when I was in college, I made sure to utilize my the tutoring center on campus, especially when I was attending community college and when I transferred to a UC. I made sure to always go down to the writing center because I always kind of struggle with writing papers, or I wanted someone to proofread. So I will always go down to the writing center and I would sign up for a 30-minute or an hour with a English tutor. Most likely is going to be like a peer of yours, and they end up helping me, and they were really great. And so I always tell students to make sure that they utilize campus resources, especially like the career center, especially like if you're trying to apply for a job, or maybe you need help writing your cover letter. Utilize your career center. That's why we have career advisors. That's why we have the career centers for you to take advantage of. And a lot of students don't take advantage of their college campus. Like, they just don't take advantage of the resources that can really help them academically or professionally in their career. So tip number 4 is to seek help early on, especially when you are struggling. Seek help. Don't wait last minute to seek help. If you are really struggling in a class, or if you are feeling just like overwhelmed with college in general, make sure you reach out to somebody that you feel comfortable to reach out to. Maybe you want to reach out to your academic advisor because your academic advisor have known you since your first year of college. Maybe you want to reach out to the career advisor. Maybe you want to reach out to a peer mentor who you have a mentor on campus. You know, really reach out to somebody, especially if you're struggling and you just feel like you need support. Take advantage of the mental health services on campus. Maybe it's a lot going on personally and internally, and that you need to talk to a clinical counselor about, like, or maybe you just need to seek help in terms of getting more tutoring, or maybe you need to reach out to your professor because you're failing their class. That happens a lot. It's important that we seek help early on and not wait until the last minute, because when we wait till the last minute, it's just that situation can just go from a little worse to a big worse. So it's really important that you just seek help early on, whatever situation that you might be going through. Seek help and do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. Tip number 5 is to build relationships with professors, faculty members, staff, and your peers. So it's really important that you build relationship with professors and higher educational professionals on campus, because you can learn more about opportunities on campus and or off campus. If you need help, or if you need to ask a question, you can go to them. You can go to their office hours, and the more you go to their office hours, the more you approach them after class, the more they're going to recognize you and know your face and know who you are. And so it's just really good to build relationships with your professors, and especially you know, your advisors and counselors on campus, especially when you're struggling and you need some guidance. Maybe your schedule's all wrong and you need to reach out to your advisor, and your advisor be like, I don't know who you are. Sometimes, most likely, when a professor knows you really well because you always approach them or you always talk to them, the more likely they are going to respond to you quicker. More likely they're going to be like, I got you, no problem. You know, the more they're going to be a little more empathetic. Is it empathetic or sympathetic? You know, the more likely they're going to be a little more sympathetic and you know, want to like help you out. So it's just definitely to build relationship with professors and any other staff members on campus. And oftentimes when I have gotten close to professors and, you know, advisors, I was able to learn a lot more about opportunities on campus when it comes to like maybe working or like an internship than I think I would have not learn if I was not like close to them and got to know them and you know, talk to them. So definitely build relationships. Tip number 6. Tip number 6 is to have a set study schedule. Having a set study schedule is going to keep you what? Organized. Having a set study schedule is super important because you might be taking 4 or 5 classes. You might be an engineer major. You might be a chemistry major, which, ooh, child, ain't my ministry. It's just hard to it's just hard to stay on task in college like it is. And so having a set study schedule where you can where it lists designated days and times when you are going to study for a particular subject is really going to help you stay organized and keep you on track. So it's really important that you create yourself a study schedule and or a writing schedule if you are like an English major or a literature major and you do a lot of writing. So whatever works best for you, but kind of create some type of study schedule so you are always on point, always consuming information. And the more you have a set study schedule, the more you feel comfortable and equipped to tackle that exam, or yeah, most likely exam. Tackle that exam. So just have or create a study schedule, try it out, see how it goes, and yeah. Tip number 7 is to get involved. Have an outlet outside of the classroom and studying. It is so important that you get involved on your college campus. You know, I personally, when I was involved on campus, when I wasn't just all about school, or when I wasn't all about like just studying and going to class and then going home to study, when I incorporated like working on campus and being involved in the club, that's when I saw myself like really flourish as a college student. And I mean me doing well in my classes too, like, which is crazy. But for myself, I have to have a healthy balance of an outlet, like, so either working on campus, working off campus, being in a club, and not just school. So I had to have a healthy balance of like both. I have an outlet, and of course I have my classes, and I gotta go to school. So I had a healthy balance of, you know, I have a good outlet and I can go to class and study, and there you go. So it's really important that you get involved on campus, and it can build your resume. You know, you don't want to just go to college and you weren't involved in anything. Join a club. Join the gamer club. I was not a gamer, so for which is join the gamer club. So if you love games, most likely there's probably a club on campus that probably going to be a gaming club on your campus. So really get involved on your campus. Join a sorority, join a fraternity. I didn't join a sorority because I was like, I ain't paying that much money to make no friends. Sorry, just not my thing. But join a sorority or fraternity if you like. Join clubs. Just get involved. It's also going to be really healthy for you to have an outlet. Of course, we are in COVID, so it's a little tough, but because we are virtual learning, Zoom University now, don't let it stop you from being involved on campus. So maybe there's like a virtual club that you can be a part of this semester. Definitely sign up for a club. Be involved. Don't just go to class, study, eat, sleep, and that's it. Get involved. Have a healthy outlet. And maybe being involved does not mean you have to be involved on campus. Maybe being involved or having a healthy outlet looks like doing YouTube or photography or just something outside of school is always good. Tip number 8 is to take initiative. You need to be an advocate for yourself. You need to make sure you're taking initiative to do well in college, to do well in your classes, to do well on your assignments. You have to take the initiative to do well. You have to want to do well in college, and you have to have the drive and the determination to do well, no matter what adversities, no matter what comes your way, no matter if you're even in a pandemic. You really got to take initiative, say, hey, I'm gonna get out this bed, sit at my desk, and do my work. I'm gonna write this paper, I'm gonna study for this test. You gotta take initiative for your own education. And you know, a lot of students go to college, they get to that point, but then they don't make it to the stage because they didn't take initiative for their own, you know, education. Now everyone's situation is different, but I always tell people, you gotta take initiative if you're really passionate about something. So, you know, tip number 8, take initiative. Tip number 9 is to make time for your mental and physical health. It is so important that while you're attending college, while you're in college, is that you are making sure that you take care of you also. So often sometimes we're so into the books and into the computer screen, typing and writing papers and studying, that we neglect our physical health. So we're not getting enough exercise, we're not drinking enough water, we're just neglecting our body. And the same thing for our mental health. Oftentimes, you know, a lot of people get anxious and depressed in college because they're overwhelmed by just everything, getting good grades and just feeling just like they gotta get A's, you know, get a 4.0 and everything. So it's really important that you just take care of your mental and your physical health in college. I know that I have always been a very anxious person, and definitely in my first year of when I transferred to a new college, I was extremely stressed out. I remember, instead of me gaining weight, I lost weight because I was so stressed out. I didn't even have the appetite to eat. Like, my anxiety consumed me. So I definitely understand and can witness how important and how crucial it is to make sure you take care of yourself and you seek help. Very important. So that is tip number 9. Tip number 10 is believe in yourself. Be an advocate for yourself in college. And I can really speak to this because as someone who struggled with a learning disability her whole life, I have a learning disability. I have struggled in school my whole life. And when I was a little girl, especially in elementary school, I never thought college was in my future or in my pathway. I just never thought like I would ever go to college because I struggled so much in school and I had a disability, and it was like, people with disabilities don't go to college. Well, I was wrong. But as the older I got, I really worked really hard. I believed in myself, and I went to community college, did really well in community college, and transferred to UC San Diego. And I ended up doing really well, and I ended up graduating. Despite me transferring and struggling at a huge UC, I ended up graduating and I ended up doing well. And that's all because I believed in myself, and that's also because people believed in me. Like, my family believed in me, the people who used to help me in school believed in me. And so if you want to check out my learning disability and / academic journey story video, make sure you click the little thing up here. Is it up here or up there? I don't know. But check out that video on my channel. I posted that like a month or 2 ago, so make sure you check out that video. But yeah, if I didn't have people believe in me, I wouldn't. If I didn't believe in myself, I don't know really where I would be. It definitely wouldn't be college. So it's really important that you believe in yourself throughout this process, throughout this journey. College is 4 years, sometimes it's 5 for certain people. It takes people longer than that. And so college is really like a journey. It's not easy, and you're gonna go through a lot while in college. And I think what really helped me kept going is that I'm doing this for me. I'm attending college for me. It's not for anybody else. A lot of students might attend college because they're gonna be the first one in their family to go to college. And if that's you, that's great. But you gotta make sure that you are attending college for yourself. You gotta make sure you are doing this for you. College is not for everybody, and that's okay. There's people who graduate who never went to college, don't have a college degree, a master's degree, or a PhD, and they're millionaires, and they are doing great, and they have like an entrepreneur, you know, skill set. Like they are great at what they do. Or maybe they're a social media influencer and they didn't have to do college. College was not there in their journey, in their story. So it's okay, and college is not for everybody. And so you kind of have to evaluate, is college for you? Is college something that you want to do? You have to want to do something, because if you have that desire to do something, you're definitely going to accomplish it no matter what comes in your way. So believe in yourself throughout college. You got this, you can do this. And that is something, that tip has really helped me and have stuck with me honestly throughout my whole life. I always have to remind myself, I gotta believe in myself, because if I don't believe in me, who else is gonna believe in me? Well, God. But you know, you gotta believe it. You gotta believe in yourself. Those are the 10 tips on how to be a successful college student. These are some general tips that have helped me while I was attending college, and I really hope you all maybe try these tips out, utilize them to your best ability. And I really hope you all enjoy this video, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will check in with you all next time. Bye.